Over in New Zealand, great thank you to my sponsors, including Breckon Farms, and we'll touch on return of one of their horses very shortly. But we're here at, Rolleston, I'll go with, Hayden Cullen. Full circle you guys have done. Hello.
Yeah, how you going, Paul?
Very good. We're back here at the property that was set up and run by All Stars, and you did a little bit of time here as a co-trainer, and now you're back here yourself and Amanda in your own right. Amazing sort of sliding door moments.
Yeah, it definitely is, Paul. We definitely didn't think we'll be here for another Cup week anyway, but they're great facilities and they were available when we needed them, so it's really worked out well.
I did a stable chat with you, I'll say 2 years ago. You might correct me, it might have only been a year ago. I reckon you had about 8 horses in work, and I'm pretty sure your brother-in-law was building you another 4 boxes. Are you pinching yourself and Amanda, at where your business has gone and how quickly it has happened? Yeah,
look, it's pretty surreal. We definitely didn't think we'd get to this point, especially with the horses we've got. They're pretty proven horses, the 3-year-old fillies we've got, and a few nice cup chances as well. So, we've got some nice yearlings coming through also. So, we definitely didn't think we'll get to this point so quickly anyway.
How many horses have you got in work at the minute?
We've got about 30 in at the moment, so we've got about a dozen or so yearlings, so they're almost due to go out, so we can concentrate on the big meetings coming up.
The yearlings you invested very heavily with NZB earlier this year. I was going to say last year, it seems like a long time ago. You happy with your purchases?
Yeah, couldn't be happier, Paul. They're all bowling up nicely. The fillies are nice. The deer colts we brought, they're going around super too, so hopefully we can have a nice team going forward next year.
Do you enjoy that side of it?
I do, yeah. Sort of they get broken in and come to you after that, and just seeing their progress along the way and watching them improve. It's pretty exciting.
We'll touch on some of the old horses in a sec, but do you enjoy younger horses or older horses? Do you enjoy, as time consuming as it is, you've got 12 horses, 12 in work that can't race, can't earn any money. Do you enjoy them, or do you enjoy taking the better horses to the races?
Oh, you definitely enjoy taking horses to the races, but they're the next ones coming through, so they're worthwhile spending time on. That's where the money is, and the 2 and 3 year olds. So no, don't mind either way.
Are you a dreamer? When you're working them, do you dream, or this one might be your next one?
Oh, definitely, yeah. You always got to think that way. You always got to be hopeful. So like I said, we've got some nice ones coming through. So hopefully there's 2 or 3 that come up.
Got a lovely team of horses. There's so many horses that we could touch on, and we won't touch on them all. But you said about doing another New Zealand Cup. You got a couple of live chances going into it this year. This is the sort of things that dreams are made of, isn't it? Like to get We Walk by Faith, Don't Stop Dreaming, those sorts of horses potentially aiming at these races, and hopefully they get there. I don't want to moz you. There's still a little ways to go before that happens. But this is the stuff that when you set out to be a trainer and you've done your yards as co-trainers with so many people, and you and Amanda, as I said a little while ago, wanted to embark on your own training career. This year, it's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, it definitely is. Yeah, just to have 2 horses like that in your barn, Don't Stop Dreaming and We Walk by Faith. It's just a thrill in itself. And just to think that we're a chance of getting to the Cup. It's a great thrill.
We Walk by Faith. He was a lovely horse with Mark initially, and then you got him. The Dunfords left him with you and entrusted you with him, and he's probably one of those horses that's steamrolled it. I think the day I did that interview, I think you'd only just got him actually, and picked him up. What does he mean for you and Amanda, a horse like him, and the ride he's taking you on at the minute?
Oh, he's just a super wee horse, He just pops up when you least expect it. I think this time last year we were having a few troubles with him leading into the Derby, and things weren't going quite right. But he come right at the right time, and we put him out for a wee break, and we went to Sydney, and he went well over there, and he stepped up against the older horses in Auckland early this year, and he's done a super job, and he just seems to get better and better.
That was your first Group 1 as a couple?
The Derby was, yeah. Paul, yeah, the Derby was, yeah.
That must have meant a lot.
Oh, it definitely did, especially for the owners, Dennis and Mark Dunford. They've been great supporters of us, and it was just an absolute thrill, especially with the Derby also.
He's raced the other night when he botched the start, which he didn't actually botch the start. And talking to Amanda, it's a little bit of a concern with his going forward at the minute, but just has a little bit of a chink in his armour. But His run, did it exceed your expectations this early in his campaign?
Oh, definitely, especially against horses like that. You got to be good, and his work had been super during the week, and he did race well his first start back as well. So we were pretty lucky. We got a nice enough drag into it from Republican Party, and he finished off nice, and he seems to have come through the run really well, and improved a bit again.
Is the stand a concern?
I don't think so. It's just more of a confidence thing. Blair said he did step away, but then just bumbled it after that. So we're giving him plenty of practice at home now, and he seems bloody good. So I think it's just more of a confidence thing than anything.
It's a bit hard for us in Australia. We get to watch. You get 3 minutes lead in, 3 minutes lead out, if you like, of trackside, and Greg and them, they slowed it down and actually showed it, and it's just quite unusual what he actually did do, because he took 2 strides. It wasn't like he even just took 1 stride. He had 2 strides, 3 strides pacing, and then just seemed to just do something odd. It wasn't even like he threw his head up or anything like that. It's just, so hopefully it's just an oddity for you.
Yeah, I think so. Not too much of a concern, I don't think. Like I said, we've got plenty of practice into it at home. We've still got a wee while to go to the Cup. So, he's still an experienced race day and stand start, so I'm sure we'll get there.
12 months' time, you would imagine, would be his time. It's hard 4-year-olds finding their way through their careers and meeting these older horses, and you've got so many good horses over here in New Zealand, especially in the fast class ranks right at the minute. But even this year he's a live chance, isn't he?
Oh, I definitely think so. Especially if you cop Swayze and leap to fame, going to war. If we're sitting back somewhere, he always finishes off his races nice, and the 2 miles I definitely don't think will worry him.
No, definitely not. And they'll be watching you as much as you're watching them. So, that part's going to be exciting. Going from there, Don't Stop Dreaming. Both you and Amanda both sort of blamed human error the other day, but you're happy with him?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, his last start was very good. Just first up at Oamaru there was probably a bit of an ask for him in that race, just probably a bit underdone heading into that. But, we've changed his training around a fair bit, and he went very good last start and hit the line well, and he's really thriving at the moment. Worked super this morning, so it'll be a good show next week, I thought.
Your 3-3-year-old fillies. I can only remember one name, and it's I can't even get the name out. I know she's put Sweet Lou. They're tracking good?
Yeah, very good, yeah. Yep, no, they raced super last preparation, and they
returned to nicely. 2 of them returned, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, they all lined up at Oamaru there about 3-4 weeks ago, and they raced nicely there, and they've all come on from the race, very nice. 2 of them, Arafura and General Jean, they both raced last week. So super, and they're just thriving at the moment. Just 3 lovely fillies to have in your stable.
Arafura, the name I'll get wrong. I actually was looking, I did a Woodlands winner just recently, and we were talking about her run at Oamaru, and it was 12 months earlier where she got everything so wrong. And I think I've said to you a few times that she looks like a horse that once the penny drops and she knows exactly what she's doing, she's going to be a scary horse. To me, it still looks like it might even be another 6 months away. Would that be fair? Yeah,
definitely. This is probably our best preparation we've had with her, to be honest. She's just always been big and weak, and just hasn't been that strong in a gate. But this has probably been the best build-up we've had with her, and she's just really come on since last start, and I think she'd be pretty tough to beat Friday night.
Anyone wants to watch an exciting race, go into her form, go back to her first start, because it was phenomenal. I still can't believe she actually did win it that day, but and she showed what she can do.
Oh, she definitely did, yeah. Well, I thought she actually threw it away. I was there with Dad watching it. We both headed down to Oamaru with the horses there, and once she galloped, we turned around and walked back to the stables, and it wasn't until we saw Olivia there, she said we won the race. So, but no, she had no right to win that day, and she's just done on pure ability, really.
I know Mark Hughes, he thought she won it on protest, because he saw that, he looked at the results and saw she won, and when he watched it, he thought, oh, she's run second. But no, she actually won it on her own merit. She was first nose past the post.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. No, it was a super effort.
It was indeed. 5 Crowns, Breckon Farms, returned the other night. Another exciting horse, been a bit tricky on his way, but he looked very, very good the other night for us.
Yeah, wrapped with him. He's just sort of one of those horses. Well, we've only had him this preparation, but he's just taken a while to get his fitness to hand. He's had 3 trials and a race now, and he's still big as a house. So it's just taken a bit to get his fitness here. But I thought it was a great run last week. Young Seth Hill, he drove him well, and he's come on for it nicely. So we've got the size stakes sophomore for him next Friday night, so it should be an ideal race for him.
And just getting through his grades?
I think so, yeah. Well, we've got the Derby there. I just thought this week might just be a bit tough for him. Just being, fresh up, just thought racing that three-year-old flying stakes this week might just be a bit of an arse, so we just went for the easy option next week. So
will you target the Derby, or you'll just see how he goes?
We'll just see how he goes. It's there if we need it, you know what I mean. So we've still got plenty of time up our sleeves. Just think a bit more racing, just to give him a bit more race harder until he lines up against those ones.
Is patience one of your strengths? Because, like a lot of people, especially in you guys boats here, you're still a young stable. You've got a lot of numbers and it's exciting, but do you still put patience down as one of your biggest strengths?
I think you have to be, Paul, to be honest. There's actually no point doing this if you're not going to be patient. You just got to give the horses the time, and you sort of rush through things. That's when you miss things. I like to think I'm still patient. Amanda might say I'm not, but I do my best.
We weren't allowed to sell to get more horses. Amanda said, no, we're okay. But I encourage people to get in touch with you guys if you want to. 3-year-olds, what else do you have coming along, as far as the boys go?
We don't really, off the top of my head, not a lot of 3-year-old boys.
So that the girls were the thing. Last night you stepped out 3 2-year-olds, I think, last night. The Creek horse, whose name's escaped me, for Ben Smith. Ben was choked. I had to do an interview with him. You timed it perfectly. He looks a lovely horse, although there definitely looks like a lot of upside in him as well. But the second horse was a bit of an eye catcher as well.
Yeah, he was very good. The horse of Ben's Mystery Creek. He's a very progressive type. I've always sort of liked him from day one. He's always given me a really nice feel, but he just hasn't really been putting it all together in track work. But it's probably been the last 4 weeks. He's like the penny's dropped, and he's really switched on and wants to be there. And Blair sort of said he had plenty left in the tank. So really like him going forward. And the other guy, the Lazarus guy, the Alabar horse, he's one of those ones. He's just flies under the radar. But his trial the week before was 2 weeks prior. It was very good too, I thought. So he hit the line good. He'd done a bit of work early. So we'll just see what's next for him.
I like the way he hit the line. I thought he was good, and they both got upside. Well, I think even the third horse, they all got upside to them. There's improvement in them. You didn't have them screwed down for a Wednesday night meeting at Addington, but you said there's a bigger future for them.
Oh, definitely, yeah, for sure. And like you say, the fourth horse, he hasn't really had a lot of luck in his 2 starts to date, but he's probably one that's going to be more of a 3-year-old. He's quite big and lanky, so probably time's going to be his best friend. But they're going to be nice 3-year-olds going forward.
So one of the big juggles, one of the big differences between Australia and New Zealand is a lot easier to separate. A lot of your younger stock, if you like, and your own horses, instead of racing them, against each other. Is that one of the struggles you have, especially being a younger training group, if you like, looking after all your owners, trying to give them all the best chance, but you've got to front 3 up in one race, basically, because that's the only race for them for the week. Is that one of the struggles you have here in New Zealand at the minute?
Oh, it definitely is, Paul. Especially, like you say, with the 2-year-olds, there actually isn't a lot of options for them at the moment, unless you're good enough to race in the size stakes or you've got a harness million eligible horse. Those boys didn't have any other option. And we've sort of got up to one win filly there, Secret Wish. She lined up in the size stakes heat last week. We sort of got carted out and didn't really get a run, but we can't really get another run into the last heat, so it's not really ideal. We probably have to go back to the trials. It is a bit of a struggle. Yeah,
and it makes it hard for you guys trying to keep all your owners happy. The Alabar were there. There was a large contingency of them last night. They would have gone home happy, but they would have gone home happier. But if they had to beat Ben wouldn't have gone home as happy either. So it's one of those things you're trying to keep everyone happy, keep the horses winning, keep everyone's form going. It does put a bit of pressure on it, and that's one of the things that happens with the stake money, with the increase. I think people say, it's such a positive, the increase, but it probably puts pressure on you as well.
Oh, it does, yeah. Like you say, everyone wants to win, and. It's just one of those things. You can't get around, really.
No, it's a struggle, but it'll turn. New Zealand numbers, we need numbers to keep going, and that's one of the reasons I'm over here. I've done an interview with Pat Driscoll and a couple of the other guys, but we need to keep breeding numbers up to keep the positivity in the sport. It does seem very positive. The participants seem very positive last night at the trots.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, definitely. It's just like you say, you've got to get these 2-year-old races off the ground, and keep breeding and getting these younger horses coming through.
Do you have a golden wand for that?
No. Have you?
No, I don't. I do. I think we should be allowed. They should be definitely allowed to race the older horses. In Australia, they've introduced concessions for them and things like. I don't know if that's necessarily a good idea. When I trained horses, I did. But when you look at it differently, or you need competitive racing, so I think that part is one of them. But it's it's also hard when you've got a 2-year-old and it lines up against, maybe an out of form 4-year-old that's gone back down the rating system and they get there to belt you up. So I don't know the answer, but yeah, it is a tricky one, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely, yeah. But yeah, like you say, I think this time of year the 2-year-olds should be able to race the maidens. I can't see.
And still get your bonuses and those sorts of things, because it's a 2-year-old beating horses. Like, I don't understand why you can't get your bonuses with that.
No, definitely not. And you'll only put them in if they're good enough to be there. You're not going to put them in if they're going to get beaten up. But I think they deserve to be able to race.
And then you get that uncertainty of betting as well, because you might have a first start 2-year-old taking on a tried horse that might have had 2 or 3 starts and would normally be odds-on favourite, but there's a 2-year-old from Hayden and Amanda Cullen stable, puts that little bit of doubt, which means people punt on our product, which is effectively what they want. I'm not about the punt, but that's what they want to stimulate betting, which then helps the TAB give back to us, which means more stake money. So it seems a little bit silly, that one, I think, sometimes.
Oh, definitely, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what it's all about, getting the money through the TAB, and like we might have to change something.
Yeah, definitely. They watch this, they might, they may not. Who knows? Do you have many trotters? I saw a set of trotting boots, and I know one of them wasn't yours. Do you have many trotters in your stable?
We've just got one.
That's one.
Yeah. No, Liv's got her own one here, but we brought a yearling trotter from the sales this year, and it was actually a Breckon bred horse. So he's a lovely wee fella. All he wants to do is trot. So he's the only one we've got in the stable.
Well, that's exciting. What's he by?
He's a what the hell.
Yeah. I think I know the one you bought, actually. So that's exciting. Goes okay?
He goes nice, yeah. No, I couldn't be happy with him, really. He had a good prep this time in, and he's just gone out for a break, so we'll get him back December and see how we go.
Got 30 in work. Is 30 your ideal number and just increase the quality, or is there a ceiling that you and Amanda want to get to? Like I said, Amanda might tell me off for asking this, but as I said, when was it? When did you go out on your own? How long ago was it? Was it 18 months ago, or
it would have been about that, Paul? Yeah, give or take a 3 or 4 months, I guess. Yeah.
So do you have a ceiling on where you'd like to get to, or you're happy right now, or is it do you know, or you just keep waking up each day and see how it goes?
Look, we're just happy with this number, to be honest with you. Yeah, 30 is comfortable. We don't really want to go over 30 and just try and keep some nice quality horses there. We sort of had a few turning up left, right and centre, you know what I mean? You can't complain. We've been getting a lot of nice young horses through the barn, which is pretty unexpected, So, we sort of 30 is a good number.
Yeah, no, well done. Love catching up with you. I like the passion that you guys bring. You're always keen to promote, which we need for the sport as well. And then the way you present these horses and the way they go, they stand out on the TV. You're not scared to travel them to Australia either, which is good. So, is there any Aussie trips on the radar? Have you seen the Summer Carnival actually in Victoria with you have by the looks $1 million bonus? You have seen that?
Yeah, we wouldn't mind being there next year. Oh yeah, we've got a couple of nice horses coming through. Even the fillies, 3-year-old fillies, there'll be a few options for them next year over there. So we'd be quite keen to do a bit of travelling.
So you actually have seen that announcement. That part's good, because it means that the marketing department in HRV have got the message out there, and it is exciting. It's 6 weeks of racing, and anyone that might be watching this and is not aware of it, you win 3 cups and the Hunter Cup. It's a hard thing, but it's $1 million bonus, and I know Leap to Fame's going to be there, but yeah, it's exciting, and it's got to be a nice little carrot to dangle, especially when you've got at least 2 horses that could make their way across there.
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's a great incentive, and just to have horses over there racing is going to be a great thrill in itself. So, hopefully we're still going well enough to take them over.
Yeah, and don't worry, the Bendigo Pacing Cup, I'm going to say hats off to those guys. It's my hometown cup, but they've gone to a mile race, which will make it very, very exciting. So, the Hunter Cup's 3,200 metre mobile. Unfortunately, wish it was a stand, but anyway. But they're over the long trip, and each of the cups build up. But it is going to start off with a sprint race, so it's not going to be that easy. And they can't run in them all. There's no way known you can run in 6 weeks of cups. Horses like Leap to Fame won't be able to do it. No one will be able to do it. So there's massive stake money on offer. So it is an exciting time of the year, and of course it comes off the back of your New Zealand. It's sad because it says New Zealand Cup Week, but it's not a Cup Week. Like, it's basically starting from almost now. I think Kaikoura starts the week before, but there's so much lead up this spring racing, if you like, here in New Zealand.
Yeah, it's a great time of year, Paul. All the big bangers are out, and it's just great to be a part of it. It's just super racing.
Mate, thank you. Anyone coming over, stay with the Patterson Hospitality. I'll have their tag at the end of it too. I had a breakfast with Tom today, and they look after all the harness people enormously. They got a horse with you yet?
No, not yet.
Tom, if you're watching, Hayden wants a horse with you, so it'll be fine. It won't be a problem at all. Scotty's here. He's probably thinking, not getting that filly, but anyway, we won't worry about that. But it's all good. Mate, thank you. Thanks for having a bit of fun. Well done for what the team's doing, and good luck. Hopefully I'm back over here Cup week and that, but good luck if not, mate. You guys are doing an awesome job.
Cheers, Paul. Thanks very much.
Thanks, mate.